Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the Ramsey Custom Shop. My name is Gary and we're back on the paint booth video series here, and this is going to be part 7. And if you remember on part 6 that we put our main I guess you could call them joists up. We're using Purlins for the joists, and then on this video we're going to be putting up our cross purlins that the roof skin will attach to. So keep in mind that I'm a one-man show here doing this thing by myself, and the good news is this is about 10 feet tall at its tallest, and like 8 feet tall on the shortest side over there on the right. So it's manageable. If this was a lot higher, it may be more difficult for one person to do it, but anyway, so these ended up being 34 inches apart, and that's just equal spacing to take up the distance using 5 of the C purlins. And so before this video started, I had gotten up there and marked off the 34 inches and used a grinder to grind an area to weld, and then remarked it again in the ground area so that I could get things lined up. So you see the first one going up there, and just kind of pick up one side and shove it up, and then use that to go get the other side and pick it up and put it up there. And once I got it up there between the two, the good thing is that these were longer than they needed to be. That helped a lot, and I could cut it off once I got it up there. But having that extra length let me use the kind of the leverage of the length to position it. Had they been the exact length they needed to be, it would have been a little more tricky to get it up there and get it propped, although still probably doable. So anyway, just getting the first one up here and get it in position, and then here you see me going to get the welder. I had made a previous video about making a welder extension cord, and I don't have any 220 outlets out back, so I just tapped into the fuse panel there, and check the video description in the card here if you want to see how I made that cord. But I just tapped into the fuse box that was on the outside, and it's the same fuse box I'm going to use to supply power to the paint booth and other things. So anyway, we get the first one up there and get it welded in, and the the one thing I was concerned about was the wind, and MIG welding, but that really turned out not to be any kind of an issue. So as far as blowing out the shielding gas and that kind of thing, that was a concern. But it was a fairly mild day, and I just turned the gas up on the welder and didn't have any problems getting clean welds on it. So all right, so we got the first one welded in, and we're going to get the second one up and positioned here. Just kind of the same thing, repeat the process. And like I said, there were 5 of them, and I didn't want to show you all 5 of them being done, so that'll wrap it up for this video. Anyway guys, that'll be it for this video. If you're watching this on YouTube, be sure to head over to Fab Nation. These videos are being posted in advance on Fab Nation, and if you're watching this on YouTube, there's likely at least one, if not 2 or 3 new videos on Fab Nation that you haven't seen yet. So head over and check it out on Fab Nation, and we'll see you guys on part 8 where we put the roof skin on and get it sealed in and all that. So thanks guys, have a good one.